Good morning, everybody. My name is Kobe Rex, and I'm here with Kelly Roach. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Kobe. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. For those of you who don't know, Kelly has a really cool story. She has some humble beginnings, and then turns the afterburners on and goes to being an NFL cheerleader, a leader at a Fortune 500 staffing recruiting company, then starts her own eight-figure company in consulting, now owns 6 companies, and also runs the Kelly Roach Show. So kind of an all-star over here. So thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Sweet. So I just want to caveat today's going to be a really quick live stream. If you really want to get to know Kelly a lot, I would highly suggest I'm going to put in the description a bunch of links to a bunch of her past podcasts. The ones I would really start with, if I wanted to know, I'd go Kelly Roach Show 941 through 946. She really took it through a lot of her old Kairos stuff, and I would highly suggest starting there. And we are going to immediately go into the premise for today. So I actually met Kelly a few months ago, and I come from a background as an elite athlete. And when you go through the training that you had in the sports world, a lot of times what ends up happening is that magically you get into the sports world, into the world of business, and all of a sudden it doesn't work. You're going from this, you're so used to the success you had before, but all of a sudden you aren't seeing that. And luckily for me, I have seen some amazing growth with Kelly, and I want to kind of talk about how she has made that shift from her time she was doing the athletics into where she is now leading an amazing company. So let's start with this. Another one I suggest people look at is there's a famous story of Kelly where she was in the line at school, and they ripped open her envelope and revealed to everyone that there was humble beginnings. And instead of focusing on that, I wanted to focus on the part in between that and being the NFL cheerleader, and ask you, who were some of your biggest coaches and mentors that helped you to see that you could grow from being just one of the girls that were in the dance and cheer program to becoming elite at what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I had 2 primary kind of coaches in my life. One was the owner of my dance studio who, really pursued me to come and compete and elevate in the studio, even though we couldn't afford it. We didn't have the money. And she was like, let's find a way. My mom was like, I'll help, clean the studio with you, we'll make this work, whatever. And so I ended up doing that after school and on the weekends for like 7 years to pay for my dance classes. But, she definitely really challenged me and pushed me and inspired me to want to be the best that I could be, and created an environment of excellence where that was the expectation. That was the baseline, was excellence. And so that was really my first opportunity to be coached and trained as an athlete. And then, going into the working world, definitely I was very blessed and lucky to have a mentor for almost 15 years that really taught me everything I know about business, coached me from the ground up, taught me how to be a leader, taught me about P&Ls and business building and sales and all of those things. So definitely I've had the blessing of great coaches in my life, and it's definitely shaped and impacted me. And now I get to do that for other people, which is really awesome.
Definitely. So going from, you leave cheering for the Philadelphia Eagles and you're at your first year at your recruiting desk. What were some of those biggest lessons that you brought in, and some of those habits to make you successful to quickly rise up to leading 17 different branches?
Yeah. Well, you have to be relentless. You have to be ruthless with your time. You need to focus on the activities that move the needle, and you have to not stop until you get to your goal. And I think those are the 3 things. And I think that's what a lot of business owners miss, is that, anything that is great, anything that is really worthwhile in life takes a lot of hard work. And chances are you're not going to be successful on your first or even second or third attempt. And so I think it's being really crystal clear on the activities that you need to focus on that are going to get a result, It's being really disciplined with your time to make sure your time is allocated towards those activities, which I think that's the biggest place where business owners get off track is they're doing so much and they're working so hard, but not necessarily on the things that are actually going to make a difference in their business. And then number three is you don't stop until you get to your goal. And I think that so many people give up when they're 3 feet from gold. And that's why, again, I love being in the coaching space because I have the opportunity to really pour into people and to help them see the potential of what is available to them if they don't give up, right?
For sure. So part of me is we're about to skip 20 years real quick. And we're going to go real quick to, I'm going to link the description because I really love the way that you talked about your heart for starting the virtual business school. But what I would like to kind of ask is, you've made this business with Virtual Business School, which is your most recent company. So how does what you learned in the dance and the cheer world, your time in the recruiting world and business, your own business consulting company, it kind of seems like what I've seen is that Virtual Business School is very unique because you can take anybody from the ground up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, literally, we have people from startup through people that have sold a 9-figure business in the Virtual Business School because it is so focused on giving you the fast, actionable and tangible strategies to grow your business in the market of today. And what I found is that so many business owners are lost in the maze of learning all of these social media strategies and all of these online marketing strategies, but they don't really understand how to sell their offers and have success getting clients. And so I wanted a place where it was straight to the point, give people the exact what and how to get real results quickly in their business. Because if you can get that one thing and you can keep replicating that one thing, acquiring customers and learning how to service them, then obviously the sky's the limit as far as where you can take your business and your life and what you can do. But that's really the heartbeat. And I just found that it was getting really expensive, really complicated, really diluted in what people were spending their time on. And so many business owners were saying that they're burnout, they're overwhelmed, they're frustrated at the slow growth in their business. But in reality, that is usually because time is not being spent on the right activities with the right intensity in an effective way. And so the goal of the Virtual Business School is to help people understand what to focus on, how to do it well, and how to do it in a way that this is going to create a replicable result.
That's so huge. And if you actually are interested in possibly seeing what the Virtual Business School looks like, so we have, you can join and look at it. There's actually a Facebook group to be a part of, but what's kind of nice is there's all these really cool experience with the profit push. Kelly, do you want to talk real quick about what your vision is for like why people would want to be a part of like a profit push?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we created the Profit Push because we wanted to give people a free way to taste what happens inside the Virtual Business School. We wanted business owners to see that there is a simpler, faster, and easier way to create growth in your business. Now, it is work, just like anything that is great in life is hard work. But what we do is we cut out all the noise. And we give you really clear, specific things that you can take action on right away, including templates, including the how-tos. We don't gatekeep any information. We really show you the what and the how so that you can start getting results right away. And we've had people get sales and make money and get cash in the door just from doing the free profit push.
It's so nice that you don't sit it because most of the time when I hear that, oh, this is great. And then I'm like, okay, is it a 4 or 5 figure investment that we're about to get ready to do? So what I also wanted to ask real quick is one of the things that it sounds like you really love and are passionate about is your work with Kairos. So I think there's some Kelly Roach OGs that might know it as other terms, maybe the inevitable millionaire or any terms like that. But what do you think is the power of, maybe you've been in Virtual Business School, but you maybe are seeing that another level of you want to grow in multiple aspects of life. What does Kairos mean to you?
Yeah. So Kairos is really about encouraging business leaders of all walks of life to understand that business grows from the inside out. And the more that we make our faith the centerpiece of our lives, and the more that we grow in the vision that God has for our lives and really understand and ask to understand and have the wisdom to pursue building the business that He would have for us, growing in the way that He would have us grow as leaders, there's just unlimited potential for us. And, Kobe, I saw so many business owners go through such a hard time in 2022, 2023, and 2024. And what I realized is that everything that was being taught in the market was so secular in nature and was not really getting at the heart of, faith is what gives us hope. It gives us perseverance. It gives us that vision for the future. And I realized that, the strategy and the tactic is not enough. People also need to have the mental game of entrepreneurship, the faith growth and expansion, the capacity building. And so Kairos is kind of like the inside out growth approach, where we still give strategy, we still give tactical things to implement, but it's really, really focused on how do you become the person that your dreams require. And a lot of people don't want to admit it, but whenever we're not at a goal that we want to achieve, we're just simply not yet the person that can achieve it. And Kairos is about creating a space for reflection and growth that allows people to do that work to become the person that actually, in fact, can accomplish their goals and dreams, which we all can. But sometimes we need a space for reflection, a space for personal growth, a faith development opportunity that allow us to step into that next level, that next version of ourselves.
That's so powerful. I think that a lot of times it's people separate both the mindset and the skills, and they don't hit both of them. So, okay, so it sounds like Kairos, though, if from what I've heard, is more of if you want to get it part, you got to get back on the wait list. So we're gonna put a link in the description.
Right.
If you want to have any more information, comment Kairos on any of the platforms this is going to be at,
Yep.
and we'll make sure that you have a link for the wait list. What we can and would love to see you in is any of the virtual business school events. So that is open to anyone. And if you are interested in that, please comment below VBS, and we'd love to get you plugged in with that. Kelly, I know you've got a super busy day. Do you have any final thoughts you would like to leave us with?
I mean, I would just say 2025 is off to an amazing start. The sky is the limit. There's opportunity everywhere. And, obviously with the Profit Push, it's totally free. And so I would invite everyone to come and join us and kind of get in the stream with the people like Kobe that are out there. They're making it happen. They're taking action. They're seeing results. And I'm just excited to see what business owners can do this year, because I think we're off to a great start, and the energy is right. The opportunity is prime. And now we just have to show up for that opportunity.
They will not regret it. It's going to be a really powerful time. And Kelly, thank you again so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to seeing you all on the journey. Thanks for joining us today.